Grizzlies basketball. We're going to get started out tonight with a little bonus coverage. This is the tail end of the girls' contest between the Grizzlies and the Goddard Lions. Girls trail 44-35 with a minute 20 to go here in the fourth quarter. This is a non-league contest. This is the annual City League and Arc Valley Chisholm Trail League Challenge Series, and this year we drew the Goddard Lions. As the girls go to timeout here, you can see the Grizzly ladies and their coach in conference. Grizzlies in their road blues, as Goddard is the host team tonight. And the Goddard Lions will be wearing white. I'm joined behind the famous webcast microphone by Catherine Curia, who was our engineer on Tuesday night and has decided to put a headset on tonight. Catherine, welcome.
Well, I'm glad to be here. It's pretty amazing to be able to be behind the camera and everything. Get to see how everything's going.
You have a headset on and I don't, so I cannot tell if they can hear you. So you've got to make sure you speak up all night.
All right.
So the band is playing. We're kind of fighting with the pep band over there. They're across the way.
Yeah.
But this is a beautiful facility we're in tonight.
It's amazing. It's very, very comfortable. I was sitting in the bleachers for the past 2 games, and it's been very, very comfortable to be here.
I don't know how old this gym is. It has been recently remodeled, as across the way there was actually a double set of bleachers over there, and they have since put in a wall, and on the other side of the wall built an auxiliary gym. And right now the JV boys are playing over in the auxiliary gym. We cannot see the scoreboard from here, so we don't know how they're doing, but we'll try and get you a score here a little bit later on. 53 seconds to go. And we don't have girls' rosters here, so we can't tell you who's at the line. Goddard is shooting free throws. And that first one rattles in and out, no good. And the second one up now, that's off the heel, no good. And rebounded by Northwest. The girls will bring it down, 50 seconds to go. They trail by 9. They're going to need to score in a hurry. 3-pointer misses, rebounded by Goddard, and that could do it. And a foul now on Northwest. Northwest has already put Goddard into the double bonus. So they'll be shooting 2 free throws here. Trying to add to their 9-point lead. And the first one is good. And the lead's an even 10. 45-35 Goddard. And she makes them both. And with 40 seconds to go, it's all but over, as it's a 4-possession game. Grizzlies fighting hard. There's a long one off the heel. Good! And that's a 3-pointer and a timeout taken by Northwest. Northwest still has 2 timeouts remaining. So what do you think? How do you like that thing on you?
It's pretty, I don't know. It's really loud. I've gotten that.
If it's too loud, I can turn your volume down. How's that?
That's good. Yeah.
That's not the feed that's going out. And ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you, as I've told you every game, and I will say it again, this webcast is an extension of the classroom for these kids. Both Catherine and John Heiser, who was here 2 games ago and is back tonight, are members of Shane Monroe's interactive media class. And they are required to work 4 different events, and only 2 of them can be basketball. I'm made to understand that, so we'll see how much you like it by whether you come back or not when it doesn't count for class. You know what I'm saying? Foul call here, and it will send Goddard to the line to shoot a pair. 25 seconds remaining. 47-37 now. Lions lead. John, when we get a chance, we're going to have to adjust the camera. The basket at that end is partially not coming in. We'll have to fix that. We'll fix that during the commercial. And another basket makes it an even dozen for the lead. Northwest drives, puts it up off the glass, no good, rebounded, and that should do it. And it does. Final score for the girls tonight, 49-37. The Grizzlies trail. This is my first time in this gym, ladies and gentlemen, and I've just discovered that Goddard and Southeast High have the same fight song. Did you know that? You know now. I recognize the tune as soon as I heard it there. So, alrighty, we're going to have there will be a 20-minute break in between games, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our first break of the night. We're going to try and get as much of our breaks in before the game starts. So stay with us. We'll be back with more after this. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball is on the air. Follow your Grizzlies throughout the entire season as they take on the top programs in the state and fight their way toward a 5A state title. Tonight's webcast is presented in conjunction with the interactive media program at Northwest High, and members of Shane Monroe's class participate in the production of tonight's webcast as part of their curriculum. Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of Kellogg and 119th Street West. We're better, we're proving it, you be the judge. Stop by and see Lisa Hambledon and the outstanding staff at Mel Hambledon Ford today. And by Floodman Family Law at 323 North Market in Wichita, where they are dedicated to the complete resolution of family legal disputes. They will make this difficult time for you a little less challenging. And now, let's go courtside and meet the crew for tonight's Grizzlies boys basketball webcast.
Okay, we see the basket.
There's the basket there. Yeah, that's good.
All right, yeah, we'll go.
Okay. And a very pleasant good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Goddard High School, where tonight the Grizzlies will take on the Goddard Lions in a non-league contest as part of the Greater Wichita Athletic League and Ark Valley Chisholm Trail League Challenge Series that takes place every year. Normally we would have this game at Koch Arena, but Koch Arena was not available this year due to the American Athletic Conference's scheduling. So we are not forced, but we're relegated to doing it back at the high schools. And this year, the Ark Valley schools generously offer to host the games at their schools, and that's why we are here in Goddard. So it is our first true out-of-town game.
Yes.
This year. I'm Kevin Arkin. Thank you for joining us. I'm joined by Catherine Curia. Catherine, welcome as you are a rookie here, and let's talk a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about you in school.
Well, I am a Northwest Grizzly. I'm a freshman. I actually manage the basketball team for the freshmen and sophomores, and I'm just glad to be here.
We're glad to have you. I hope you enjoy wearing the headset. I only brought one headset tonight. I feel naked. It's like you're not hearing what is going on over the air. So hopefully you can hear me, and hopefully, folks, you can hear Catherine throughout the evening as well. The Grizzlies played on Tuesday night. They played West at home. And that is something I want to give a little bit of verbiage to. Many of you did tune in on Tuesday night. We're grateful that you did. And if you tuned in at the start of the broadcast, you saw all 6 minutes of the webcast. It was the most freakish chain of events that I can remember in a long time. And I want to tell you all what happened and why we ended up with no broadcast on Tuesday. 6 minutes into the contest, the Windows 10 operating system on my computer decided it was time to update itself. Unfortunately, the Microsoft people, in their ultimate wisdom, when they designed Windows 10, unlike the other earlier versions of their operating software, Windows 10, you cannot turn off the updates. You can postpone them, but you cannot turn them off. And once the operation has begun, you cannot stop it. It begins in the background. You do not even know that it was updated. And it must have been some major update, because every computer at my office also updated that night, including the one I use at work. So when it updated, it has to reboot. We did not see on our monitor the info box indicating a desire to either reboot now or postpone, and if you don't answer it, it assumes you want to reboot, and it rebooted the computer. When it rebooted the computer, it knocked us off the air 6 minutes into the webcast. When it knocked us off the air, it corrupted our production software. So we were unable to get a signal out, and we did not know it at the time. We actually thought the software was working, even though it took 30 minutes for the update to complete. After the 30 minutes, we went on. I actually interviewed Jay Means, the athletic director for 259, at halftime of the game, and of course, you will never see that either. All of what we did was for naught, as none of it was being recorded and none of it was being webcast. So, as a result, we had no webcast on Tuesday, and it was probably the worst thing of all, Catherine, is that the Grizzlies on Tuesday night won their first game at home in 3 years.
Yes. It was a very, very good game, and I'm very disappointed that it wasn't the people at home were not able to watch it, because it was very exciting, a lot of ups and downs during the game, but in the end we did end up winning, and no one got to see it.
Exactly. Grizzlies won that game by 16. They led by 11 several times during the game. West came back several times. They actually got it to within 3 points in the third quarter. And I was thinking in my head, this is deja vu all over again. Because the same thing happened to us the previous game against South when they were in there.
Yeah.
We had an 11-point lead twice and ended up losing the game. So, was it going to happen again? Well, this time it did not. They hung on for a win. And we're hoping to make it 2 in a row here tonight. They come in 2-6 on the season. And you don't want to say that they should win, because that's why you play the games. But I'm told, knowing nothing about the Goddard program, that the Goddard boys are winless so far this year.
Well, let's
so
that stays like that.
We should win this game.
Yes.
But they're also at home. It's Friday night. They've got a big crowd here. A lot of enthusiasm in the building. Their girls won by a dozen just minutes ago. So you never know what's going to happen here tonight, and that's why we're going to play the game. We're going to let you listen to the band for a few minutes. I don't want to compete, and then we'll be back. Enjoy the band. You can see the countdown clock on your screen. Our executive producer tonight is John Heiser. He's also manning the camera for us here tonight, as Catherine has put on the golden microphone of Northwest Webcasting along with my headset, and joined herself behind the mic instead of in front of the mic here tonight after she had all that practice running the computer on Tuesday.
That went to waste.
For nothing. So we're about 9 minutes away from the introduction of the starting lineups, and we'll tell you that you'll hear some instruction throughout the evening tonight, as this is an extension of the classroom, and as instruction needs to be given to the students who are producing this webcast with me tonight. We will give that top priority, and you will still get to see all of the basketball here tonight. Cold and raining here in Wichita today. It's supposed to snow tonight, and we're hoping the game ends tonight prior to the roads freezing up and turning into a real mess here tonight, like this court is. How did I do that? I'll tell you a little bit about Goddard. Goddard is a member of the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail League, as we mentioned. They're in Division II of that league. It's a two-division league. And they play in the division with Andover Central, Ark City, Goddard Eisenhower, Mays South, and Valley Center. And speaking of Valley Center, next week is the Valley Center Tournament. And this is not yet posted on the website, as I just got the information here this evening. The Grizzlies are scheduled to play Garden City at 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon in their opening round game. It is our intention to webcast that game live from Valley Center. We are indeed able to do that. I don't see any reason why not. We'll be on the air on Thursday at 2:45 in the afternoon. Very unusual start time. 2:45 will be air time. It's just boys. It's just the varsity tournament. If the Grizzlies win on Thursday, we're taking notes on this. There's a quiz on this later. Okay. If the boys win on Thursday, they will play Friday night at 1 or 2 times for us. That game will be wet day. If the boys lose on Thursday, information on Thursday. And Eric Tower, if you're listening tonight, down there in Derby, two things you need to know. One is the Derby boys did not beat Heights. The Derby girls beat Heights. The Derby boys lost by a dozen. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I have next Thursday afternoon off. So I go to Dallas and play. So having said that, that's the plan. So Thursday's for sure. Friday is a maybe. And then Saturday is for sure, depending on when we play. We will play on Saturday, depending on how we do on Thursday and Friday. Okay? Because it's a bracketed tournament. Every team plays 3 games. So we won't know what we're doing on Saturday until Friday. We won't know what we're doing Friday until Thursday. So stay with us. We will post that information on the website that has all of the links to all of the webcasts and all the podcasts on there as well. We're going to take a 30-second timeout, and I'm going to take a quick swig of water. And then we're going to come back and visit a little more here before the game. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys.
Hey man, you got out for football?
Band class still needs you, man. Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Minutes to go here before the introduction of the starting lineups here in Goddard tonight. We're still getting our housekeeping done here and getting our engineering done. Young Mr. I need one more of these. John's got it under control over there, our executive producer. And doing a fine job of bossing us around. And we did not get these. You know what? None of us ever went down and got started. Probably too late now. We'll just do it on the fly. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Grizzlies basketball on the internet is being brought to you in part tonight by Mel Hambledon Ford, 11771 West Kellogg, at the big corner of Kellogg and 119th Street West. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Mel Hambledon Ford. We're so grateful to Lisa Hambledon and all the nice folks at Mel Hambledon Ford for their generous support of Grizzlies athletics, especially Grizzlies basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We're underway here at Goddard High Northwest, and the Lions of Goddard, and Goddard controls the opening tip here. And a quick 2-0 lead. Missed by the Grizzlies, and a rebound by Goddard. We'll give you the starting lineups again here in just a moment, in case you were unable to hear the PA announcer. Goddard with the ball, and I'm looking through a rail. It's going to be tough. On the far side, to the center to Maccabee. Maccabee to steal. Number 22, Filippi. Up and miss. Rebound to the Lions. And they'll set it up all over again. Steele with it. Has one deflected, and Zion Jones tried to control it. It goes out of bounds. And it will go to Northwest on the turnover. Ruffin with it. Now he passes it off to Zion Jones. Jones will bring it over the floor. Over the timeline. Back to Ruffin. Ruffin to Phillips. Lincoln Phillips getting the start tonight. Number 15. Back to Easton Ruffin. Also on the floor, Logan Engelmeyer, number 21. That's your starting lineup for the Grizzlies here tonight. Grizzlies in their road blues. And Goddard in their home whites. A whistle and a foul. And Spencer Steele comes right back in here for Goddard. A quick substitution. Ruffin inbounds to Engelmeyer, and we're back underway here. I missed Cale Patterson, number 11. I knew I only introduced 4 guys. And we have a whistle. Zion Jones guilty of the infraction for the Grizzlies. First foul of the game. Lions inbound the ball. Double teaming there by the Grizzlies. Ruffin trying to steal it. It goes out of play. It will stay with Goddard. Grizzlies playing from left to right here in the first half. Steele brings it up the floor for the Lions. There's a long three off the rim, no good. There's another one, a big rainbow misses, and Lincoln Phillips gets the rebound for Northwest. Here comes Easton Ruffin with it. Ruffin bringing it up the floor. Looking for help, Steele all over him. And knocked out a play that will stay with Northwest. If you just joined us, we're just underway here in the first quarter at Goddard High. Inbound to Easton Ruffin. Ruffin into Engelmeyer. Grizzlies have gone 3 minutes without scoring a point here. Ruffin pulls it back out, sends it to Logan. Engelmeyer, top of the key, back to Ruffin for three. Wide to the left. Rebounded by Steele. Here come the Lions back with it now. Into the paint, and a whistle and a foul. This will be on Northwest. And it's on Cale Patterson. That's his first. And the inbound play. Under the basket, up and misses. Rebounded by Lincoln Phillips. Here come the Grizzlies back with it. Zion Jones goes up and puts it in for two to tie the game. Goddard brings it up. In and out. Rebound to Phillips. His second defensive stop there in a row. Easton Ruffin on the far side of the floor now. Tried to get it into the paint to Cale Patterson, but it was intercepted by Steele. And here come the Lions back with it. Putback is good this time. Ruffin to Zion Jones. Jones in the corner, hounded there under the basket. Dishes it off to Phillips for three. Off the heel, no good, and rebounded that time by Maccabee. And we have a whistle away from the ball. Zion Jones just picked up his second personal, and that is big. Only 4 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Purcell Finch comes in, number 34 for the Grizzlies. Also coming in, Todrick McGee, number 20. Lions inbound the ball. We're back underway. Wedaba has it and dishes it off to Wiley. Wiley around the horn. Maccabee with it. Into the paint it goes. Double teamed by Grizzlies, and we're going to have a foul, I think, on McGee. It is Todrick McGee, guilty of his first personal. That's the fourth team foul already in the first quarter for the Grizzlies, and Goddard has none. Lions will inbound. Put up is no good on the way in. Rebounded by the Lions, and they'll keep control. Maccabee passes it in. Layup misses by Filippi. And the Grizzlies finally get the rebound and bring it down. Wilson off the heel, no good. Rebounded by the Lions, and the Grizzlies are not getting any second chance points here in the first quarter. 4-2. Grizzlies trail 5 minutes in. And we have a whistle. Foul away from the ball. Patterson, guilty of his second personal. I'm going to take that back. It isn't on Patterson. It's on Derek Filippi of the Lions, and it gives the Grizzlies the ball. A long pass for Patterson is intercepted, goes out of bounds. That will be Goddard basketball with 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Actually, I'm going to take it back. It's Grizzlies basketball. McGee has it. Dishes it over to Patterson. There's a long bomb. Wilson gets a three ball, and the Grizzlies take the lead. Into the paint and an easy putback That time for Mitchell, for Goddard. Now, DeAndre Wilson will bring it down for the Grizzlies. Takes it all the way himself, puts it up off the heel, no good. And a whistle and a foul. Been a lot of fouls here in the first quarter, folks. It's on Cale Patterson. That is his second this time. Lions will inbound. We'll let you watch here. Tell them what's going on for a minute, Catherine.
Purcell with the out. Goddard's ball. Number 24 passing in for Goddard.
What? Pictures look good.
Goddard with the ball.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Cole Gordon in the game for Goddard. Number 24, shot misses, rebounded by David Duncan, number 5, who just came in for Northwest. Wilson, McGee rather, under the basket. Puts it up, misses, rebound by Goddard, and again, no second chance points for the Grizzlies. Goddard throws it away. That's plenty convenient, and it will belong to Northwest. Substitutions as Phillips comes back in and Finch goes out. Filippi comes back in for the Lions. Glad to have you on board wherever you are on planet Earth. 1:49 remaining here in the first quarter. DeAndre Wilson takes the inbound pass, brings it across the timeline. Looking for somebody to dish it to, gives it to Phillips. Phillips marked very heavily. High pressure being played here by the Lions. Phillips for 3. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by the Lions. That'll be Mitchell with the rebound and bringing it down. He dishes it off. Here's a long 2, in and out, no good. Rebounded by DeAndre Wilson. He'll bring it up. Looking for help, goes to the basket himself, goes up and is fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair.
A lot of words.
Hey, Captain. Doing the live stream, you're just a little bit quiet. Try to make your voice just a tip.
Hang on a minute, I'm gonna do a little fixing here. Don't move. Get that closer. I'm going to be able to hear you better now. You certainly want to hear you more than they want to hear me, because you're prettier than I am. Of course, who isn't?
DeAndre made his first free throw.
Second attempt makes them both. 7-6, Grizzlies lead. Easton Ruffin comes back in for Northwest as McGee takes a seat. And Wilson intercepts the pass, the inbound pass. Engelmeyer has it. Now Ruffin for 3. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Wilson. He dishes it to Duncan. Duncan to Ruffin. Ruffin into the paint, dishes it out. Engelmeyer for 3. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Goddard, and here come the Lions back with it. 45 seconds to go here, first quarter. Around the horn, and a three-pointer now from the Lions misses. Rebounded there by Duncan, and a foul. Duncan was taken out over the back by Spencer Steele. It's his first foul. Third team foul of the half for the Lions. Grizzlies will inbound with 32 to go here in the first. Engelmeyer saves it, but it goes right to the white shirts, and here come the Lions back with it. Northwest collapses into a 2-3 zone. Engelmeyer applying the pressure at the moment. Around the horn, Steele with it, into the paint. Dishes it off on the far side to Whiteabout. Now to Mockabee. Mockabee back out into the paint. Up, off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Whiteabout. And that'll do it here in the first quarter. It's been a low-scoring quarter for sure, but an exciting one nevertheless. We'll be back with the second quarter after this. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies basketball.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick, but these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Back at Goddard High School, or in between quarters here, getting ready for the start of play in the second. Grizzlies lead 7-6 after 1. Girls dropped a 12-point decision here earlier tonight. Their challenge game. One of the things that's different about the Challenge Series is that the JV teams are also playing. When you go to Coke Arena, the JV teams are driving around. In Coke, it's just the varsity teams play in those games at Coke Arena. And we will be back at Coke Arena with this event next year. The games are being moved to the second week of December, prior to the start of conference play in the American Athletic Conference, so that Wichita State can block out the weekend. And actually what they've done, they have given us their facility during the weekend that they play at Intrust Arena.
Let's go, Grizzlies! Come on now!
Zion Jones with the ball. He gets it back from Phillips around the horn. Ruffin with it. Duncan on the far side. There's a long one by Jonesy, and he misses. Ruffin for three. That off the heel, no good as well. Loose ball on the floor. Who's going to get it? It's still loose. It's still loose. Who's going to get it? They're going to call a foul. I thought they would call a jump ball, and I think they called a foul instead. Zion Jones just picked up his third foul. He will be probably done for the half. He's questioning the call. The call will stand, however. He will go ahead and take a seat. Lions inbound the ball and promptly kick it out of play. It will belong to the Grizzlies. Easton Ruffin will bring it across the timeline. Let's set the lineup for you as David Duncan puts up a three that misses, and we have a whistle. A pushing foul. They're saying the foul is on DeAndre Wilson is the one who picked up the foul. There's a timeout on the floor. We're going to take the timeout with him, so stay with us. We'll be back with more. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Getting ready to come back out of the timeout. It was taken. The timeout was taken by Northwest. We'll take it off the board here. Free throws being shot here by the Lions, and that is good, and comes from Cole Gordon. Ties the game at 7. Gordon will take his second attempt. It's up.
And the second one is good.
And Goddard takes the lead. Moses comes in for Goddard. Phillips will inbound for the Grizzlies to Engelmeyer. Back to Phillips, now to Ruffin. Ruffin will bring it across the timeline. Grizzlies fall back to set up some offense on the far side of the floor. And we have a whistle away from the ball again. Fouls on Spencer Steele. It's his second foul for the Lions. Lions have 14 fouls. Grizzlies have 7. And the inbound to Phillips. And what do we have here? A blocking foul probably? Foul is going to be charged against Derek Filippi. The fouls are mounting up. Engelmeyer with the ball for the Grizzlies. To Ruffin. Ruffin looking for some help. Some motion offense going. He puts it up himself. Off the rim, no good. And we have a whistle again. And this foul is going to be on Engelmeyer, I think. I'm wrong. It's on DeAndre Wilson. That's his second foul. It will present a 1-and-1 opportunity for the Goddard Lions. And taking the free throws.
Cole Gordon again.
Is Cole Gordon. Misses. And a foul again. This one's on Lincoln Phillips. It's his first, and this has just turned into a whistle-blowing contest here in the first half. Another 1-and-1 opportunity. Finch comes back in for Northwest. First free throw is good from Cameron Moses.
Cameron Moses
lead by a pair.
Take his second free throw.
Second free throw coming.
And it is good.
He makes them both. Steele comes back in now for Goddard. Grizzlies trail by 3. That's the biggest lead of the night so far for the Lions. Duncan will inbound for Northwest. Gives it into Easton Ruffin. And Duncan brings it across the timeline this time. On the far side, he is with it. Has 2 players on him. Dishes it off, and it's stolen by Gordon. Gordon goes up. He's fouled on the way up. The foul's on Engelmeyer. Moses will shoot 2. It puts Goddard in the double bonus now for the rest of the half. 15 fouls in 10 minutes.
Cameron Moses' free throw was good.
And the lead is up to 4.
Cameron Moses up with his second free throw, and it is off.
Second one misses, rebounded by Finch. Here come the Grizzlies back, and you gotta be kidding. Fouls on Gordon. Lincoln Phillips will inbound. And Ruffin will bring the ball across the timeline. Grizzlies trail 11-7. 6 minutes remaining here in the second period. Phillips with it. He'll put it up. He misses. Rebound is going to go to the Lions. Steele has it now, and he'll try and bring it across. He's fouled that time by Easton Ruffin. It'll be a shooting foul now because of the double bonus.
Ruffin's first foul.
A problem, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Folks, I don't mind telling you, we're at a terrible disadvantage, Miss Catherine and me. First one's in and out, no good. And we are because I cannot hear her. And I can't hear her because I don't have a headset on. She is wearing the only headset that was in the bag tonight.
Hey, your audio's fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
I just wish I could hear her audio. Second one's good. Here come the Grizzlies back. Engelmeyer almost had it picked. Duncan. Ruffin back to Duncan. Duncan thought about it, put it back down. Grizzlies taking their time, looking for the opening. Phillips over to Duncan for three, off the heel, no good. We haven't made a three in a long time. Do we have any threes tonight?
We have 1 3 by DeAndre Wilson.
That's it, huh?
Yes.
We've got a lot of misses. We're not keeping track of the misses, but we've had a lot of three-point misses. Now we have a whistle. Grizzlies now in the 1-1. Foul being charged to Cameron Moses. Engelmeyer will shoot his free throws. Hopefully both of them. And the first one is good. That puts him on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. And he makes them both. Grizzlies down by 3. Lions with it. Into the corner, Makami. Back out to Filippi.
Cameron Moses with a shot.
Renaba goes up, gets the basket, and a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot one. Foul is on Purcell Finch. It's his first foul. Renaba makes the shot. And the Grizzlies trail by 6. That's their largest deficit of the night. They're going to need to get it cranked up here in the latter stages of the first half.
Miles passed it into Ruffin.
Taking his time, bringing it across the timeline. On the far side with it. Looking for help. Into the lead he goes, and a foul again. Fouls on Blake Mitchell. It's his first foul. Sends Ruffin to the line to shoot a 1-1. First one is up and good. Ruffin will take his second attempt. And he makes them both. Good job by Easton Ruffin that time. Lions with it. Moving it around the horn. Looking for the opening. Travel call. Turn on the turnover to belong to Northwest. Chance for Northwest to cut into the 4-point lead. Timeout being taken on the floor by Goddard. We're going to go ahead and take one with him. Stay with us. We'll be back. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Back at Goddard High School with Catherine Curia, Kevin Arkin with you, and our executive producer, engineer. Back underway here. A little behind on clock. There's actually 3:30 to go here in the first half. We're about 30 seconds behind. And a whistle and a foul. Well timed. Purcell Finch is going to go to the line and shoot a couple. Chance to cut into the lead. He's shooting 2. He missed the first one.
And his second one is good.
It's 1 out of 2. He gets on the scoreboard for the first time. Goddard with it, pulls it all the way back out. Now into the paint, up and good. You saw that one coming. He got himself wide open. All he had to do was feed it to him. And he got an easy lay-in. Grizzlies down by 5 again. Easton to Engelmeyer. To Duncan. Back to Ruffin. Lincoln Phillips and Purcell Finch round out the 5 on the floor now for the Grizzlies. Duncan almost traveled with it. Phillips on the far side. Back out to Engelmeyer. And now to Duncan. Off the front, no good. Rebounded by Gordon. And here comes Goddard back to our end of the court. Around the horn it goes. They thought about a 3, pulled it back down. On the near side is Wedeba. He dishes it in the paint. Shot is short. Rebounded there by the Grizzlies. And here's a chance for the Northwest squad to come back. Oh, in and out, no good. What a great feed that time by Duncan. But he couldn't finish it. Stay with us here at halftime. We're hoping to have a visit from either Lance Deckinger, the athletic director at Northwest, or his counterpart, Brian Bradbury from Goddard, as they have a whistle and a foul. And the Grizzlies now in the double bonus. Purcell will shoot a pair. First one off the glass, good. Grizzlies back to 4. Substitution coming in as Moses comes back in for Goddard. Purcell Finch will now take his second. It's up, off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Moses. And here comes Goddard back with it with 1:20 to go in the first half. A whistle and a foul. It will send Grizzlies to the line to shoot a pair. I can handle this. Getting points without the clock moving is okay. Duncan is going to shoot a pair here. He makes the first one.
That puts David on the board.
Purcell Finch comes out for the Grizzlies, and he will be replaced by Jensen Linton, the 6-foot sophomore. 6'4" sophomore, excuse me. David Duncan makes it. And the Grizzlies are only down by a bucket. It's a one-possession game. Now we need to get a stop. And we have a foul called, and it'll send Goddard to the line to shoot a pair. Easton Ruffin, picks up his second personal. And it sends Weddaba to the line. He makes the first one. And the second one coming is in and out, no good. Rebounded there by Linton, and here come the Grizzlies back with less than a minute to go. David Duncan thought about charging to the basket, pulls it back out. Ruffin now, up and off the glass, no good. Rebound to Linton, and Linton gets the basket. He's on the board for the first time. Grizzlies down by 1, 37 to go, first half. Rebound to Ruffin off the miss. Here's a chance for Duncan. Duncan didn't have a good handle on it. He pulls it back out to Engelmeyer, whose shot is blocked. And here's a wide open basket and an easy lay-in for Cole Gordon of Goddard. 15 to go now in the first half. Duncan off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Ruffin. It's up, no good, and that's the way the half will end. We're at halftime here at Goddard. Grizzlies trail 20-17. We'll be back with our halftime extravaganza. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
When the game changes this week, these ladies decided to perform this evening, so give them a big round of applause.
the Goddard Palm Squad here at halftime, and we're joined now at halftime by a very special guest. We're going to need to do something with that view. Let's back up a little bit. There we go.
Blocking everything with the pathway.
That was good. Got a great shot of my gut.
You might have to move up. We're blocking all that traffic.
I'm joined by Athletic Director Lance Deckinger from Northwest. How are you, my friend? We haven't had a visit all year.
We haven't had a visit. I've been running around a little bit, but we appreciate you coming out all the time.
Well, it's my pleasure to do so, and I'll tell you what, I'm having a lot of fun working with these kids.
They do a great job. I appreciate them all pitching in and helping you. I know a lot of times you've done it by yourself at soccer, but helped out quite a bit here. You're doing basketball. We really appreciate the kids and you guys coming out and spending time with us.
Well, and for them, it's a great educational experience, you know, and this is kind of a little mini classroom we've got going on here for them. And John was here 2 games ago. Catherine was here last time. And John is really, and we don't have him because he's got the camera on us, but if John is standing behind the camera holding his cell phone, and on his cell phone, he is watching this webcast.
And he's laughing the whole time also. He's having fun with it.
Probably so. Now, I don't know if he can hear us directly because the webcast as it goes out is actually delayed about a minute. So he's a minute behind what we're talking about. So anyway, but he's getting into it, and that's what it's all about. So
they're doing well.
Tell us what's going on in your world.
Winter sports have really kicked off here after Christmas. Wrestling's over in Newton tonight. Basketball here. Good games here today. Here with this girls had a good game in the first game tonight. Boys fighting right here, but winter sports are doing well. Swimming, wrestling, basketball, bowling's kicked off. So we had great winter sport. Fall season went well with football making it to the state championship game. So we had a great time with that.
Congratulations to the football team for an outstanding year.
They did a really great job. Great fun to go up there and see them in the state championship game, and just came up a little bit short, but Aquinas was a good team. So
Aquinas was a good team, a great team, as they usually are. But you know, the way we had come back the game before against Mays at home, you know, when Mays scores to take the lead with 40 seconds to go in the game, and you think we're done? No.
Yeah, we come back and they put up a whole lot of points the last few games of this season. So it was a fun season to watch. It was fun.
Anytime the teams put up a lot of points, everybody's having a good time.
That's right. That's a lot of fun. So we're really proud. We had 3 kids that have been called All-American. We have Marcus Hicks and Brees Hall in football, and then Brandon Bonta was it in bowling. So a lot of people don't know about that. He made that this winter in bowling. So pretty unique thing to have 3 All-Americans in a high school.
And you know, people don't hear a lot about bowling as a sport or even swimming. Come on, girls, you're fine. They don't hear. Actually, you'll beautify the picture.
You'll make it better.
Because they don't get as much publicity as football and basketball do, and there's a lot of kids working real hard out there.
Yeah, we've got our 2 bowlers, Brandon Bonta and even Gabe Alvarez. He's already committed to Wichita State. That's a great bowling program, and so our boys program doing well. Girls just won the tournament last week. So our girls bowling team are doing really well too. I mean, they've been both of them fight for the state championship each year. So it'll be another exciting year in bowling.
Any opportunity for seniors on the bowling squad to get offers from either local schools or away schools?
The one so far is Gabe Alvarez. He's already committed with Wichita State bowling. And then Brandon Bonta is only a sophomore, so he's got a couple more years to prove some other things to do. But they both just came back.
To help out our program.
Right, and they both just came back from tryouts for the USA teams, so they had a great opportunity there, and they'll find out making those in a while.
Good for them. We wish them all the best.
Yeah, it's been great. And again, our wrestling team this week is doing well. They've got 12 guys going tomorrow for wrestling. They sent 14, and 12 of them are making it into tomorrow's round at Newton. It's a 2-day tournament, so it's a tough. There's a tough tournament there. Tournament of champions, and so we've got 12 of our guys going back tomorrow.
Good for them.
And I think Marcus Hicks is already in the finals. I think for that one tomorrow. So it'll be a good one for him, and everybody are fighting their way back up.
Okay. What do you think about this game? We got a little bit of work to do, but this has been a bit close contest all the way through.
It's a close contest, but I think there have been more turnovers and fouls than points. Man, this is back and forth, running up and down, but we're right in the ball game. In 2017, we're right there, and we get a half like we had last game. Last game we played well against West and had a really good half against East. So we've got it in us. Just relax and come out second half and take this game.
That's what we got to take them one at a time.
That's right.
I know you don't like doing these, and I sure appreciate your stopping by.
I appreciate you doing everything we can, and let's stop by again sometime this year.
Absolutely. Hope we see you. You're welcome anytime.
Great, thank you.
Lance Deckinger, our halftime guest. We're going to take a quick time out. Come back for the second half of this one, so stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Back at Goddard High, Kevin Arkin, Catherine Curia with you, along with John Heiser, our executive producer tonight, doing a wonderful job on camera as always. We are getting set here for the third quarter. Grizzlies trail by 3 at halftime, 20-17. And this game is by no means out of reach. As you heard Athletic Director Lance Deckinger say, all we have to do is have a good second half, and we're going to be just fine. My broadcast partner has disappeared on me here for a moment, so I am flying the thing solo for the moment. We'll tell you about our upcoming schedule here real quick. We're on the air Tuesday night at 7:15 from home as Cape and Mount Carmel comes in. The Lions will inbound here. And we're underway here in the third quarter. Grizzlies will be playing from right to left here in the second half. Steele has the ball for Goddard. We missed you.
Loud sounds are just not very good for the head. So I gotta go take some ibuprofen.
Oh, well, a little headache action going on there?
Very much.
Goddard unable to solve the defense. Now there's a turnaround jumper up, no good. And if that's going to be a foul on Steele. Over the back of, it's over the back of DeAndre Wilson. First foul of the second half, and we sure had plenty of fouls here in the first half of this contest. Is that right? Does Steele have 4 fouls?
4 fouls?
Wow. He's in danger. Zion Jones has 3 for the Grizzlies. He has seen the floor very little tonight. He got into foul trouble very quickly. And there's a loose ball that is picked up and then stolen right back by Phillips. Jonesy is fouled as he dribbles in. This will be on the floor. Foul is on Maccabee. Wettaba comes out, and Jaden Wiley comes in for shot by Ruffin, misses. And another whistle. If I had a clicker counter, I'd click the number of whistles.
Just like
Ruffin picks up his third foul.
Ooh, whistle.
These guys are calling everything. And they're calling it both ways. I'm not complaining. They're just calling a lot. I wouldn't mind it if they let him play a little basketball tonight. Around the horn it goes. Gray has it. Now into Filippi. Filippi puts it up. It's partially blocked. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. Cale Patterson got it. He gives it to Ruffin. Ruffin back to Patterson. Now around the horn. Here's Phillips for three. In and out. No good. And a rebound to the Goddard Lions. Maccabee sends it to Gray. Gray back into Maccabee and good. Maccabee extends the lead to 5 for Goddard, and here comes Northwest back. Ruffin with it to Engelmeyer. Patterson to Jones. Ruffin waiting for the offense to get organized. Now around the perimeter it goes again. Jonesy with it right in front of us. He drives, puts it up. He's fouled on the way up, and he'll shoot a pair. Zion Jones going to the line here. Jonesy, we need them both. There's one. Watiba comes back in for the Lions, number 3. Jonesy to take his second. And it's good. Makes them both. Grizzlies trail by 3. Coming up on 5 minutes remaining, third quarter of this City League, Ark Valley, Chisholm Trail League Challenge contest. Weatherby puts it up. Wilson in the game for the Grizzlies to Engelmeyer. Jonesy underneath. Sends it back out to DeAndre Wilson. On the far side, Lincoln Phillips has it. To Jonesy. Puts it up for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Goddard High. And they set up their offense now at the far end. In the paint, turning it around. Couldn't shoot it, dishes it off. Watiba has it into the paint. Tries to pass it, and there's a foul called. It's an offensive charge to Watiba. 4th team foul of the half for Goddard. Only one this half so far for Northwest. Duncan will inbound. And we're back underway. DeAndre Wilson. Jonesy into the paint. Up, no good. Partially blocked on the way up. And a rebound to the Goddard Lions. Bringing it up the floor is Maccabee. A long one short by Gordon. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. And now they'll bring it back. Wilson. Almost lost it. Got it back. Looking for some help. Gets it to Phillips. Lincoln Phillips now to Jonesy on the near side. Zion Jones, top of the key. Drives into the paint. Gives it to Phillips. Phillips now. And we have a whistle and a foul. Jared Maccabee picks up his 3rd foul for Goddard. And the 5th team foul this half for the Lions. And a travel by Zion Jones will turn it over. And it will be Lions basketball. Maccabee brings it up the floor with Wilson all over him. Now he dishes it off to Wedemer. or Watiba, I should say. Now we got a foul on Northwest. It's on Jones, I think. And Jones just fouled out. Jones draws a technical, and that will foul him out. He got it for verbiage. He lost his composure, and it's cost him dearly, and it cost the team. So going to the line to shoot a pair of technicals is Jared Mockabee. They have Jones with 4 fouls, but I think that should be 5. How many do you have?
I have him for 4.
That is only 4?
Yeah.
Including the technical?
Yes.
No, he's got 5. They just changed it. He's out. Just so you know, I don't know if you know this or not, but if a player draws a technical, it's a technical foul and a personal foul together. They get one of each. Both of the technical shots are good. So on the floor, now that Jonesy is gone for the night, he got very little playing time. And he finishes the game with, how many points does Jones have? 4?
Yeah, 4.
4 points is all he got. There's an interception by Wilson. DeAndre Wilson, top of the key, puts it up for 2, good. Wilson puts it in, and it's a 5-point game again. Grizzlies need to make a couple of stops here to get back in it. Now we have a whistle away from the ball. Timeout's being taken, and we're going to go ahead and take it with them. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
With Catherine Curia and John Heiser, Kevin Arkin with you live from Goddard High School, where the Grizzlies trail by 5 here during the timeout. Grizzlies basketball on the internet is being brought to you in part tonight by the Floodman Family Law Firm, where they're dedicated exclusively to the resolution of family law disputes. 323 North Market, Floodman Family Law is a proud supporter of Northwest Grizzlies athletics. Back underway here. Goddard with the ball. Gray has it. Around the horn it goes. Back over on the far side underneath. They dish it back out again because of pressure. Mockabee has one intercepted by Cale Patterson. Duncan, they tried to do a fast break, didn't work, but they maintained control. Wilson for 3, in and out, no good. And it's rebounded by Mockabee. Grizzlies trail by 5. And double dribble call that will belong to the Grizzlies. And a break for Northwest. Substitution coming in for the Lions as Mockabee comes out and Watiba comes in. Wilson drives, dishes it to Duncan. Duncan almost lost it. He puts it up for 3. Good! What are they saying? They're saying it's only a 2. Nope, they gave him the 3. I take that back.
That is our second 3 for the game.
Around the horn it goes now for Goddard, excuse me. There's a one thrown away, picked up by Wilson. Lays it in, yes! And just like that, we're tied. And a timeout being taken by the Lions. We're going to go ahead and take it with them as well. Stay with us. We'll be back with more. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Grizzlies have tied it up here in the third quarter after trailing by as many as 6. 26 all with 1:10 remaining here in the third. It will be Goddard basketball when we come out of the timeout. And we're ready to go here. Cole Gordon will inbound for the Lions. And we're underway. Grizzlies need to get a stop so they can take the lead. We've been waiting for them to take charge in the game. They just have not done it. Underneath, up and good. Philippi makes the basket for the Lions, and the Grizzlies trail by a bucket again. Here's Wilson for 3, short. The three-pointer has not been kind to the Grizzlies here tonight. Now we have a foul called. It's going to be, it's on Duncan. And that's only his first foul, and as many fouls have been blown in this game, I'm surprised that's only his first. 41 to go in the third.
We have 30 seconds left in the game, and Goddard's up by 2.
Mockabee makes the basket. And the Grizzlies are down by 4 again. 13 to go. Playing for the last shot. You better hurry. You're going to run out of time. Wilson puts it up. It's way short. And that's the way the third quarter will end. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in 30 seconds. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
You gotta be crazy.
So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Getting ready for the start of the fourth quarter, we'll tell you that basketball on the internet is being brought to you in part tonight by Mel Hamilton Ford, 11771 West Kellogg on the big corner of 119th Street West and Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You'll be the judge. We're so grateful to Lisa Hamilton, Phil Nightingale, and all the good folks at Mel Hamilton Ford for their support of Grizzlies athletics. Also being brought to you in part tonight by Floodman Family Law, where they're dedicated exclusively to the resolution of family law disputes, whether it's divorce, spousal maintenance, paternity, child custody, you name it. We hope that you will give them the opportunity to help you. Located at 323 North Market, Floodman Family Law. Grizzlies will inbound here. Wilson has it, and we're underway here in quarter number 4. DeAndre Wilson gives it to Duncan. Back to Wilson now. To Phillips. Playing the ball on the perimeter. Goddard in his zone, trying to block everything. Phillips misses everything, and it's rebounded by Goddard. Watiba has it. Into the paint it goes, and now we have a whistle have an offensive foul. We'll see what they call here. It's on Blake Mitchell, his third foul. 16th foul for Goddard here in the second half. Wilson brings it across the timeline. We'll set the lineup for you here in just a moment. Duncan on the far side now to Phillips. Phillips back to Duncan for three. Good! Duncan bangs home a three, and we're down by one. We need some more of those. There's a shot up short. Engelmeyer on the rebound. Here's a chance for Northwest to regain the lead. And we have a foul called away from the ball, and it's going to belong to Goddard. Going to be on Cale Patterson. That's his third foul. Didn't see it, so I don't know what he did. But it takes away a possession from the Grizzlies on the offensive possession. Grizzlies with 5 fouls, and the Lions with 6. Under the basket, up and over, and it's good by Blake Mitchell. Here's Wilson for three. Around the rim, no good. Rebounded by Goddard. Goddard brings it up. Cole Gordon dishes it off to Watiba, and now we have another whistle. It's going to be on Duncan, I think. Yep, it is on Duncan. That's only his second foul. We're going to take a timeout because Northwest has just taken a timeout here. We'll be back with more in 30 seconds. Stay with us. From Goddard High, this is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Hey, where are you going? You can't get by me. I'm number 1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm number 1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am a king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Wichita Northwest High School and the webcast program are committed to the values of sportsmanship as outlined by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the National Federation for High Schools. We're pleased to provide these public service announcements from KSHA and from NFHS as well to outline the principles of sportsmanship that we all honor. Back, ready to start here in the fourth quarter. 6 minutes and change remaining. This ball got thrown away. Will it go out of bounds? It will. Clock never started because no one ever touched the ball inbounds. 6:14 to go here in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies down by 3. Here's a chance for them to get within 1 or perhaps tie. Phillips in and good. Lincoln Phillips gets a pair, and the Grizzlies are down by 1. Goddard with the ball. Around the horn it goes. This one goes out of play. It will stay with Goddard, as it was knocked out of play by Phillips. Been a close game all night. No team is led by more than 6. And now what do we have? We have a timeout being taken by the Lions. We'll keep it right here, and we'll tell you that our next webcast is Tuesday night. We are home Tuesday night to entertain the Crusaders of Cape and Mount Carmel in a revenge match. The Crusaders handed the Grizzlies a season opening loss on opening day at Cape. in overtime. So we'd like to get that one back. Tuesday night we're on the air at 7:15. Then Thursday we begin the Valley Center Tournament. We'll be on the air Thursday at 2:45 as the Grizzlies will take on Garden City in the tournament match on Thursday. Under the basket, and boy, that was quick. A foul on Patterson. It's his fourth foul. Mitchell will shoot a pair here. First one's off the heel, no good. So it will stay a one-possession game no matter what happens here. Purcell Finch will come in and he'll take Cale Patterson's place as Cale will sit down with his 4 fouls.
Blake Mitchell's up to shoot his second free throw, and it is no good.
He missed them both, and that's a break. Now here's a three-pointer off the heel, no good. Lions keep the ball. Wettaba puts it up, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Fouls on Phillips. First one misses. Spencer Steele, number 14, returns to the lineup for the Lions. He'll replace Blake Mitchell. Steele's in the game now with 4 fouls. Watiba missed them both. Grizzlies with the rebound. We've had 4 free throws missed in a row. We can't expect that kind of a gift all night. Easton Ruffin into Phillips. Phillips in the paint to Finch. He goes up. He misses, but he's fouled. And he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. And that is Spencer Steele's 5th foul. He's disqualified on fouls. He was in the game for less than 30 seconds. And he's done for the night. So Jones is out for Northwest, and Steele is out for Goddard as Finch misses the first one. Got a chance here to tie it up with 5:16 remaining in the 4th quarter. Finch puts it up. Good. We're tied, folks. Wait a minute. They're waving the basket off. A lane violation on Northwest takes away the point. And here comes Goddard back with it with the lead. Very unfortunate. Around the horn it goes. And intercepted by Duncan. Duncan with an easy lay-in, and it's good. Grizzlies take the lead. (33-32) in what has turned out to be a low-scoring affair. There's a long three up and no good. Rebounded by Goddard. Blake Mitchell gets the rebound and the putback, and Goddard takes the lead again. Ruffin gives it to Finch, to Phillips. Phillips in the paint, puts it up and good. Grizzlies with the lead, 35-34. Now they need to get a stop. And that one is blocked going up, but they call a foul. And we'll go to the line and shoot a pair here. Purcell Finch picks up his 2nd foul. Gordon will shoot a pair here. First one is up and good. And we're tied. .354 remaining, fourth quarter. Tie game. Second free throw is good. Nothing but net on both of them. And Goddard takes the lead again. Here come the Grizzlies back. Ruffin will bring it across the timeline. Into Purcell Finch. Finch to Phillips, and good! Phillips has 6 points in the last 2 minutes. And the Grizzlies take the lead again. There's an interception by Phillips. Brings it down, misses that time. Rebound to the Blue Shirts. Finch puts it up, misses. Over to Ruffin, they still control. Duncan, in and out, no good on the three. And a foul call. Foul's going to be on Easton Ruffin. That's his fourth foul. We cannot afford to lose him. Watiba will shoot a pair here with a chance to take the lead. Watiba's first one is good. And we're tied. DeAndre Wilson comes back for the Grizzlies in place of Easton Ruffin, who will sit down with 4 fouls. Watiba's second shot is good. He made them both, and Goddard takes the lead again. Engelmeyer, whistle again. Foul is on Gordon. It's his fourth foul, and it sends Engelmeyer to the line to shoot a pair. And it puts us in the 1-and-1. And he missed it. Bad time to miss. Goddard comes back down the floor, trailing by 1. Watiba puts it up short. Rebound. Put back short. Put back again. He makes it. They gave him 3 tries at it. And Blake Mitchell on the third try made it. Grizzlies down by 3. Finch with it. Lincoln Phillips. Engelmeyer. Finch in the paint, dishes to the Phillips for 3. Way short. Nice save by Wilson, but he couldn't keep it in. And with 2:17 to go, it will be Goddard ball. Substitution coming in, Cale Patterson will return to the Grizzly lineup with his 4 fouls in place of Purcell Finch. Maccabi with it again. Now over to Watiba. Back and forth they go. Maccabi with it. Thought about it. Put it back down into the paint. Underneath, driving. And it's intercepted by Lincoln Phillips. He dishes it over to Duncan. Back to Phillips, and it's intercepted. Too many passes. One of them should have shot it. And with 1:40 to go, we have an offensive foul charged against Maccabi. That's his 4th foul, but more importantly, it gives possession of the ball to Northwest. Duncan pulls it out. 1.5 to go. Long one, no good. Rebounded by Maccabi. Wilson on him. Wilson playing some pressure. And they do get it across the timeline. Now it's intercepted? No. Almost, though. And now we have a whistle. Goddard calls their final timeout of the night. We'll go ahead and take it with them as well. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
Back at Goddard High with John and Catherine. I'm Kevin. We're coming out of a timeout. Grizzlies trail by 3. And we're running out of time, folks. We only have a minute or so left. We've got to get this deficit taken care of, Catherine. It will be Goddard basketball. 1:12 to go in the fourth. We'll do the game reset for you while they're playing here. Grizzlies have 3 timeouts left. Lions have none. Possession arrow is pointed toward the Lions. And we're inside a minute now, a whistle. Ball knocked out of bounds. Now what do we have? We have a second whistle. It's going to be Lions ball. I don't know what they called the second time. I guess nothing. .50 seconds to go. Grizzlies down by 3 points. Watiba dishes it off. They're going to make us foul, I think. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to draw the foul. Or run the clock. They can do that. They have the advantage. There's an easy lay in, and boy, that's a crippler. 25 seconds to go. Grizzlies down by 5. A long 3 from Wilson. Misses. Rebounded to Goddard in a quick foul. 17 seconds remaining. Grizzlies down by 5. And Goddard going to the line to shoot 2. This does not bode well.
Not at all.
He went out of view, then fell. Bro, it would have been even more hilarious if I caught him.
He makes the first one. Now Northwest is going to take one of its timeouts. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here. We'll tell you that Northwest Grizzlies basketball on the internet is being brought to you tonight by Mel Hamilton Ford. We're better, we're proving it. You be the judge. Mel Hamilton Ford, 11771 West Kellogg. Proud supporters of Northwest Grizzlies basketball and Northwest Athletics. Also brought to you by the Floodman Family Law Firm, 323 North Market here in Wichita, downtown. Dedicated exclusively to the resolution of family law disputes. We invite you to visit with Floodman Family Law either by phone or online at floodmanfamilylaw.com. We thank them for their support of Northwest Grizzlies basketball. We could not get more grim, folks. We're down by 6 points. A free throw here will put it out of reach, making it a three possession game with only 17 seconds to play. Cole Gordon is going to take his second free throw. And it is short. Rebound to Patterson. The clock running. They're going to have to shoot a three quickly. Phillips puts it up. Good! And a timeout for the Grizzlies. 7 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies down by 1 bucket. This being a 30-second timeout, we're all out of breath here.
Grizzlies may be able to take it back. You never know. Grizzlies may be able to take it back.
What do we do? Do we foul or do we go for the steal?
We go for the steal.
I agree. They put Purcell Finch in front of the inbound play. The big guy, 6'3", senior, will be charged with trying to get the block on the inbound pass. Ball's inbounded, and it's going to be a dunk or a lay-in, and that'll do it. Grizzlies fall tonight, 45-40. Stay with us after this timeout. We'll be back to wrap this one up in 60 seconds. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back at Goddard High School where the Grizzlies fall tonight. They fall to 2-7 on the shoulders of a 45-40 loss to the Lions of Goddard High School. We'll give you some quick scoring summaries here. I'm hoping I can read Catherine's handwriting here. Looks like we got Ruffin with 2 points. And these are not official. DeAndre Wilson with 7. David Duncan with 3, 6, 8, 10. Jones had 4 before he fouled out. Lincoln Phillips with 9. Engelmeyer with a pair. Jensen Linton with a pair. And Purcell Finch with 3 points unofficially for the Grizzlies. Catherine, a disappointing loss.
Very disappointing. I thought we could bring it back in the last couple of seconds, but it seemed like it was no good.
A lot of whistle blowing, and I'm not being critical of the officials because they were even-handed, but this was a game where there are just too many fouls committed, and the game had no flow, and I think that ended up hurting the Grizzlies.
Yeah, there's a lot of stopping, a lot of it just wasn't an easy-going game, but the Grizzlies did good tonight.
They don't have very long. Tuesday night, we're back home against Capon, beginning at 7:15. We'll go on the air at 7:15 against the Capon Mount Carmel Crusaders. Oh, look at that. He's going to he might as well smile. He's putting us both on camera. So, thank you, John.
Thank you so much.
That's the place of the executive producer to do that. We're home Tuesday night against Capon, and then Valley Center on Thursday.
Yes.
At 3 o'clock, we're on the air actually at 2:45 on Thursday with the pregame show. And then beyond that in the tournament will depend on how we do Thursday, and how we do Friday. So the only thing I know for sure is if we win Thursday, we will webcast Friday night. If we lose Thursday, we will not webcast Friday night. And whether we win, lose, or draw, we will webcast on Saturday, whenever it is. So you just got to go to the website and find out when the games are if you don't know from another source. So, how did you enjoy wearing the headset tonight?
It was a lot of talking. There was a lot of that, so it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. It was not easy at all. But once you got into it, it was like pretty much just the flow of the game and being able to see what's going on.
Okay, well, I'm glad you got used to it, and I hope that you're putting that on again very, very soon. Okay, well, you did a good job, and quite frankly, we were both handicapped by the fact that I only have one headset here, and
I can hear what you're saying, but you can't hear what I'm saying.
And that's a big disadvantage because I don't. You know, there are times when you're talking and I don't even hear you talking because of all the crowd noise and everything that was going on. So I hope I didn't stomp on you too much tonight, and I hope you do this again. Okay?
I hope so too.
All righty, we're going to sign off for John and for Catherine. I'm Kevin Orkin. We'll see you Tuesday night at Northwest, 7:50 for the pregame show. Until then, once again, Grizzlies fall tonight, 45-40. Good night from Goddard High School.